the report is being presented to the Committee of the Senate on recruitment of staff for key departments of health, education, water, and agriculture. In the main document, that's basically, I would say, giving the way forward. Page 2, the report provides clarity on how the board is navigating delicate balance between service delivery and broader goal of fiscal responsibility. Page 2 just repeat the supplemental mandate of the board as per Accounting Government Act of 2012, so that we understood where we are coming from. Page 3 just gives the vision and mission of the board that we follow in all our duties that we do. On page 4 is how the board decision process is done, terms of reference for the board committees. We operate in the committees, 2 in number. The details are in the main document, how that process goes up to the full board meeting. Page 5, paragraph 2, shows the powers of the County Government Board to make appointments, including promotion per section 63 of County Government Act 2012 Amendment 2020. In the public service, highlights selection of section 63(2)(c) on the County Public Board own motion on account of best interest of the county public service and the parental treatment of public officers, taking into account circumstances of each case. The board would like to inform the committee that it's very much cognizant of the wage bureau issues affecting, that's on page 6.
One Chair.
Yeah.
This is not a summary.
Yeah.
A summary should have been, you know what the governor said. So in your document, there are some answers you have. Yeah. You can take us particular to particular paragraph. You say, this is a paragraph talks about what the Deputy Speaker said. This is a paragraph that talks about what the governor said, and these are the things we did to conclude. You know, in conclusion, you tell us what you've done. This one will help us as a summary if we want to go through these documents later on.
Yeah.
But now, take us through the summary or this or the CEO can help us, because there was we are now following very well.
Yeah.
What the governor said, we know. She says, I don't have the money. The Deputy Speaker said, we have set aside some money, and she has signed. So you tell us your story. That is what I wanted. If you want the CEO to do that for you.
Yeah, Chair. I don't know whether it will be in order for us maybe to now move to the first question. That is where maybe the Public Service Board are supposed to respond to, because this is just telling us the work of the Public Service Board. It doesn't give us any highlights in terms of what is in front of us. So with the Assembly, they have perfectly done their side. With the Governor, they have done their side. We now want to hear the story of the Public Service Board in terms of recruitment and advices that have been picking from the availability of the funds. That is where we want you to maybe elaborate. But for this case, Chair, maybe we move to the first question, then they can.
No, we didn't present.
It's your time.
Yeah, we didn't present. And if we went further on the same document, on page 6, paragraph 2, we are saying no agreement has been reached with the Secretary that no recruitment will be done.
Page 6.
That is page 6.
Paragraph.
Page 6, paragraph 2.
Okay. Sawa.
In addition, we would like to respond at no point that an agreement has been reached with the executive that no recruitment will be carried out for essential critical services within the year 2024-2025. It should be noted that the board advertised for various posts in the Department of Health in the financial year 2023-2024.
Chair, are we really on page 6?
Yeah, page 6, paragraph 2. On the main document.
Main document.
Yeah, that's what the details are.
You are now on page 6.
In the main document,
Paragraph
page 6.
2.
paragraph 2.
Thank you. Proceed now.
Right? Can I read through?
Yes.
In addition, we would like to respond that at no point that an agreement has been reached with the executive that no recruitment will be carried out for essential critical services within the financial year 2024-2025. It should be noted that the board advertised for various posts in the Department of Health in financial year 23-24, but the County Secretary wrote to the board via memo that dated 16 Annex 1, suspending the recruitment for Health Department to give time to the executive to work on budget and staff audit. The letter is there. The following reasons were given. The salary deficit had risen to 804. We had it in the Council Reserve. That's wage bill is already at over 49%, yet pursued to do that 5%. The control of budget already raised alarm. The budget the executive had for the financial year had not featured staff replacement, as already stated, with salary deficit of 804 billion. The 84 billion deficit have been created in variables such as SRC you had in the other report. Those are the reasons given for the consultation of 2023-2024. After the approval of budget 2024-2025, the board invited County Secretary, Chief Officers of the Departments of Education, Technology, Culture and Arts, Water, Environment and Natural Resources, Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries, and the Public Administration via memo dated 11 September 2024, Annex 2, to discuss the various human resource matters affecting the departments. The chief officers attended the meeting, but the County Secretary refused to honor. It's not accusation or register an apology in attendance. During this meeting, the board and chief officer discussed the needs of the department and agreed to recruit as per the budget allocation. Minutes are available. Further, the acute shortages in Department of Health, Agriculture, Livestock, Water, Education discussed severally in the County Human Resource Management Advisory Committee meetings of 14th November 2024, 20th March 2024, 17th and 6th March of 2023, in which the County Secretary chairs, while the Acting Director of Human Resources is the Secretary. The said minutes are duly signed by the two officers and a forwarding letter signed by the Acting Director of Human Resources to Office of the County Public Service for both to take action with the recommendations of Department's Human Resource Advisory Committee, DMAC, to the Departments of Continuity of Services. For example, County Advisory Committee minutes of 14th November 2024 on replacement of ACD feeders and the minutes of CHIRAC of 17th January 2024 recommended replacement of health workers staff who had exited service. In addition, Meru County experienced strikes for almost 2 months, whereby the return to work formula duly signed by authorized officers and medical staff to alleviate the serious shortages in the department. In aforementioned minutes in various sittings of the County Human Resource Management Advisory Committee, it clearly evident that the departments have severe shortage of staff. There are various requests, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It's worth to know that the board placed an advert based on the above request from the Department of Health on 1st August 2023 to 1st August 2023. However, it was cancelled as mentioned earlier. The board would like to show this honorable committee with examples that the dire need for skilled staff in the state departments. Just as an example, Department of Health Services, doctor to patient ratio recommended is 1 to 1,000. The actual in Meru is 1 to 11,761. Nurses to patient ratio recommended 1 to 400. Actually, in Meru County is 1 to 1,512. This situation will get worse approximately when approximately 240 UHC, Universal Healthcare staff who are paid by the national government, exit this year because they're in the final year of the contract. There are over 20 ECD centers without teachers, 45 centers with 1 teacher with 2 classes. Generally, there is need for 86 teachers as per County Human Resource Management.
Go slowly there. about the ECD teachers.
Yeah.
There are over 20 ECD centers.
Yeah.
They put the upper.
Without a teacher.
Yes.
And the 145 centers with one teacher for 2 classrooms. The 145 centers.
Yes.
With one teacher with 2 classes.
Okay.
Generally, there's need, total need for county resource management advisory committee need for 866. There has been public outcry due to ECD centers that did not have publicly employed teachers. In the Department of Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries, 250 staff have left the service without replacement since the devolution 2013, resulting in closure of offices in many stations. In the Department of Water, more than 3/4 of the removed staff have exited service in devolution without replacement. In addition, as illustrated by the table below, is the number of staff who have exited service through retirement, resignation, or natural attrition in the last 3 years, including up to 27 January 2025. You will notice on that table, here are the service workers, January and June, 11 left. I would like to mention here, Chair, when people leave service in Meru County, we like conducting exit interviews to know if there's something we are not doing, people are leaving or they just don't want to work. And one of the nurses came, but she had not resigned. I wouldn't name names because they were doing this before and they have ended up in a lot of trouble. The story she gave us was very sad. Because she told us, me, I want to resign. I go sit at home. We ask you why. Have you resigned? No. I've just come tell you I'm going to resign and go stay at home. After why? Why would you leave an employment where everybody is looking for employment? She told us, I cannot function anymore. My head is blocked. We asked you why. She said, I go to the pharmacy early in the morning, pick drugs to administer to the patients. I go round, by that I complete the ones that have been assigned, once, one nurse. By the time I complete the round of administering the medicines, it is time to start the next dose. That means it's a day, the day is over.
So that means she's
So
overworking.
that means
She's overworking.
it's overwork, and that's why for all those people who have interviewed who have left from health, it's overwork.
Okay.
In fact, we have a report, it's not in this report, from the Director of Health.
Please don't, what you don't have here,
Yeah.
please don't mention,
Right,
because we need evidence.
yes.
Proceed.
Now, that's a summary of from all departments. So, a total of, for the last, for 2022, 668 employees have left service.
668.
668.
Okay, thank you. Go to the next page, page 10.
So the board is not talking about recruiting 668 because some services, all services are essential, but there are those which are essential and critical.
Okay.
We are talking about health, water, agriculture, and education. The other point on page 10,
Yes.
Meru County has several semi-autonomous agencies, which includes Meru County Revenue Board, Meru Water and Sewerage Services, MEWAS, Meru County Investment and Development Corporation, MSIDC, Meru County Alcoholics, Drinks and Control Board, MCDDC, whatever, Meru Microfinance Corporation, MCMC, Meru Youth Services, MYS, Kaburu Agricultural Training Center, Meru Teaching and Referral Hospital, under the Act of the Assembly. The board has a reason to believe that this is where the issue of manual payroll exists, since the County Public Service Board has little or no control over the semi-autonomous bodies, government agencies who were established by various acts of the County Assembly of Meru, which gives the mandate to employ without consultation with the board and runs manual payrolls except Meru County Revenue Board. While Kaguru ATC and MTRI, the observers are staff and employees of County Public through acts that establishes them, empowers them to employ. These sagas are funded by the county treasury, but unfortunately, they contribute little or nothing to serving delivery on development. This is where the focus to manage the wage bill should be in a matter of priority, instead of staffing essential service departments or skilled staff. In current financial year 2024-2025, the governor, the controller of budget, and the county assembly approved a budget which are appropriated for improvement in this department as follows. Health services, I think those figures appeared somewhere else. The board found included 200 for departments as per approved budgets to ensure budget is absorbed, failure to which attract penalties which might affect our subsequent allocations. These departments of health, agriculture, water, and devote functions with a mandate to offer critical services to your economic and social rights and Act 43, Constitution of Kenya 2010, where basic education is a right, and Article 53, 1B of the COP 2010 guarantees a right to free compulsory education to children, and we believe that is the reason the County Assembly of Meru appropriated budgets for treatment of those departments. There is no commentary by the control of budget which says that the board cannot recruit staff to offer critical and essential services. Therefore, the circular letter by the control of budget reference that dated 9 September, planning and ICT as a commentary of the approved budget estimates of Meru County government did not in any way allude to the figures quoted above for purposes of recruiting staff in the board. I can comment here because it was read that the wage conference said that we must attain 35%. I attended that wage conference myself. There is nowhere in the resolutions where we are told to abandon essential critical services so that we can attain 35%. It's up to us to identify non-essential, non-critical, we don't recruit in those areas. Like you can see, we have a department called Culture, Sports and Youth. We know people are blessed, but we have done nothing about it because we don't feel it's essential and critical. Now, the other bit, we are not recruiting extra. We are replacing.
Chair, just go further. We can give you time to talk about those
the
things.
board is quite intrigued that after the budget has been passed and approved by the requisite offices with the said budget lines of recruitment, the Colonial Budget wrote a commentary on the estimates of Meru County government, DEC, finance, planning, ICT on various aspects including expenditure on wages, despite the dire need for staff in the said department and program the allocation of the said budget. Section 2C, County Government Act 2012 states, on the County Public Service Board, own motion on account of best interest of the public service and the parental treatment of public officers, taking into account the circumstances of each case. Now, why we took this, I can just elaborate a little bit, we took this action is 7 months into the budget. And the calling for many consultations and whatever, we realized nothing is going to happen and we go back where we started. And in our situation, since more people are living every day. The group, the clause above that the board drew its own motion, drew a meeting of January 3rd, 2025, and itself decided to advise for the post in above department for replacement in the budget allocation. Even if you are to place all those units, the budget was not enough. But we say, let's go for the critical area only. Based on that, committee clearly understand that the new corporate service board is created by law at section 57, Council Government Protocol is established a county public service board in each county which shall afford cooperate with perpetual succession to the scheme, and the keeper of students and be included in its name. While Section 59A, County Government Act 2012, on independence of public or County Public Service Board states, in the performance of his function to any other person or authority. Constitution, this act and any other relevant law. Consequently, the board resolved to proceed with the recruitment as is taken into account all parameters, and it's only fair for the recruitment and replacement as clearly stated in the advert to proceed as it is constitutional right for the well-being of our citizens who require the services that cannot be provided due to severe shortage of lack of personnel. In view of the above legal provisions, it's both considered opinion that there is no established procedure that requires authorization from the county executive or any other body in carrying out its mandate, as this is tantamount to being directed or controlled, hence being in breach of law as stated above. The board also followed the procedure for advertising as set in Section 66 of the County Government Act 2012, Amendment 2020, by placing an advert in the leading edition of 8 January 2025, and the detailed advertisement posted in Meru County Government website. The advertisement was pulled down from the county website the same morning, and the subdomain used by the board, www.careers.meru.go.ke, as its recruitment management system was shut down by evening under circumstances that are not known to the board. And a made interview was carried by the county executive where the board was castigated for executing its mandate, ostensibly without consulting the county executive. This attack on the mandate of the board culminated the placement of a cancellation notice in the relation of 15 January by the county secretary using the board's letterheads. The board clearly followed the laid down procedure by communicating clearly to the public, was transparent during the whole process, and there was no provision for public participation or engagement before the advertised place. However, despite his best efforts to carry out his legal mandate, the process was sabotaged by the county executive as explained in paragraph above. The procedure for recruitment in the county public service is clearly guided by Section 63, 64, 65, 66, and 67 of the County Government Act 2012, Amendment 2020, Amendment 2020. In addition to this, the board is in an independent body does not report to or oversighted by county executive, rather it is related to report the county assembly as per Section 29.5 of the County Government Act 2012. The board would like to bring the attention of this committee that the executive through the county secretary has severally attempted to assert the mandate of the board as demonstrated through various communications highlighted memo, that one of 14 March 2024, Annex 15. The County Resource Management Advisory Committee exercises and delegated function of Section 86 of the County Assembly Act 2012, revised 2020, and the board issued a delegation instrument human resource functions. Kilo 25 of the delegation instrument says nothing in this instrument shall be construed to limit the powers of the county public board to exercise the power delegated herein. Notwithstanding this delegation, the board shall at any time be at liberty to exercise the powers conferred upon it 235 and 235 of the Constitution. In conclusion, the Meru County Public Board recognizes the budget's implication of staff employment and the importance of aligning staff levels with the available resources. The board ensures that budgetary constraints do not adversely affect the hiring process or lead to severe shortages, especially for essential services, which are domiciled in the departments highlighted in this report to remain operational and that staffing is prioritized within the available financial framework. The board has conducted a balanced approach where physical responsibility and the effectiveness delivery of services to the public are prioritized. Ultimately, the goal is to ensure that the country's workforce is sufficient, effective, sustainable, even with constrained budgets to offer service to the citizens of Meru County.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. That is quite understandable. We've heard from the Governor, from the Deputy Speaker, and from the Chair. Now, I want to, members, if you have any question or comments, please kindly, you can now ask.
Thank you, Chair. I would want to know from the governor the staff establishment of Meru County. Vis-a-vis the proposed.
The governor.
Okay, thank you, Chair. Before I give my Chief Officer of Finance to comment on this, it is important for this committee to note that County Government of Meru is operating on freezer in terms of payment of salaries. I met a county that has deficit of 2 months without salaries, that has never been budgeted. We've tried as executive to narrow the gap. Up to now, we are at deficit of over 18 million. And with the desire and even the power and even the need to employ, the big issue is about the budget. And I would amply, Chair, ask if at least get information about the budget, if at all it will accommodate the desire, the power to employ, and also the need to employ.
Governor, we have many questions to ask. We are going to go to budget also. This is the first question Vice Chair is asking. Answer that question. We have many questions to ask on the budget and all those things. We've understood now the situation in Meru. At least we know what is happening. So, County Secretary.
Thank you so much, Chair. On the establishment, I would like to request our CCM public service to give a contribution.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Chair. On the issue of staff establishment, we do not have a staff establishment. And we made drafts of that from the department level. It is lying at the County Public Service Board for approval.
Chair,
Proceed, Vice Chair.
the question is, what is the staff establishment of Meru County? And that is the question to the County Secretary.
County.
Chair, as the CCM has answered, I just want to say that we made a report to the public service board so that they can make an approval, they can do this. And I just want to say that what we go on with,
Chair,
or what we have been operating on as staff establishment.
I don't know whether there is a lot of tension. I don't know whether he is not understanding what we are asking.
I'm trying to answer your question.
Yeah, okay, so you are just...
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yes. We have been going with a figure of 35% of our budget. And if you look at the International Labour Organization, that again is what is established.
Secretary. The question is very simple. The Vice Chair is asking, numbers required, establishment, how many people do you require in the county government of Meru? How many do you have? If you don't know, we can ask the county.
Yes, they can help us because we've been working on it.
Yes.
And what we want to say, Chairman,
can you
Remember, Chair, let me, Chair,
we are
Chair.
just sticking on 35%. And in the letter,
Chair,
the governor.
County Secretary,
Yes.
through the Chair.
Yes,
Cool down,
yes,
cool down. You are supposed to guide the governor.
yes,
This is Meru team.
yes,
We don't have any issue.
yes.
We just need answers. So cool down, cool down, cool down. The question that we are asking you is very simple. So cool down. Maybe the board,
the CEO, I think that question should have, initially should have come to you because you are the guys who are managing employment. So can you tell us what is your establishment and the proposed and what you currently have?
Thank you, Honorable Chair, honorable members, and my colleagues. As it stands, the current employees of Meru County are an approximate of 5,600.
Don't give us approximately, give us the real numbers because that is your
5,600.
Sorry?
5,567.
5,567.
Yes.
Okay.
I
think I've seen it somewhere also.
Yes. Then the responsibility, actually we can look into role, whose responsibility is it to prepare.
Let's not go there. Now, what?
Chair,
Let me
I think as the Vice Chair had requested, no one wants to victimize anyone.
Yes.
Please, we want information.
So even when you are responding and you want to point fingers, it is not right. Let's get the information. That's why the three teams are here, because this committee wants to help you to see how we can bring harmony in Meru County.
Let me ask again, Madam CEO. You have 5,567 currently. How many are you supposed to have? Not forgetting the constraint of money. If you had the money today, how many staff are you supposed to have?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. It's going to be around 6,200.
I want us to use the exact word, not around. At least you have that figure, because it's supposed to assist you as a public service board in terms of doing your work. And I want to believe that for every county, I've been a member of the county assembly for that matter, and I've been a deputy speaker of a county assembly. So I understand what is happening across, okay? So what we wanted is, it's a general knowledge that we need, because at the end of the day, we will compile a report as a committee on your behalf before the floor of the House, where we love your senator raising a lot of questions on the same document. So what we need is exactly what is there. Like, for example, the exact number. You have the payroll, you know the payroll, where of course the HR person, I think, must be here. That is what we are asking. What is the number? What is the expected number? If in case you had resources, you would have employed how many?
All right.
We need to know that.
All right.
Okay?
Let the CCM Public Service.
Sorry, thank you. I think I now understand the question better. We currently have 5,567 employees. The staff establishment that we need
I'm
to have.
sorry, who is right now?
No, same.
Same.
500?
They're right.
567.
They're right. They're agreeing on that.
Yes, it's the same.
You see?
The staff that we need to have to function properly as a staff establishment is 4,500 employees. 4,500 employees. And there is a reason for this. You know, we are talking about
So say that again. You are supposed to have
4,500 employees.
4,000?
500 employees.
Here comes a question, Chair.
Yes.
Do you have staff establishment manual?
We do not have an approved staff establishment manual, because it has to go all through from the executive to the county public service board and then to the county assembly for approval.
Okay, thank you very much. Now we have a contradicting statement, but that one will harmonize in Ashita. So let's not be alarmed about this. So basically, I want to know from the board, who is supposed to manage employment in Meru County, and the staff establishment is being managed by who, Madam CEO? Because many counties came before us, and all those things were being dealt with here by the county service board. So tell us who is supposed to manage.
Thank you, Chair. The request I'm brought are funded to the bond. However, some departments like the health submitted their request quite late, and it has to be between the board and the relevant department. We have several communications we have made to the chief officer, but he has had no time for us to sit and look at the document. The same happens to the office of the governor. Those two departments are beyond the board.
Chair, I think she has not answered your question. Kindly answer the question the chair asked.
Who's?
Yeah, let's repeat again. Through the chair. We are not victimizing anybody. We want to understand our role as the public service board, as the assembly, and as the executive. We don't need anything. So when we ask a question, just respond, because we want to move fast. But I say from the word that everything that we are doing must be based on the law, the existing provisions of the law. Thank you.
Yes, Vanacha.
Basically, there is no one particular function that should dictate what the establishment should look like. It should be a harmonized exercise. And that is what has been difficult to do, let me be frank. That we try to harmonize.
The issue is, first of all, you have to accept
Yes.
that this is your responsibility.
Yes.
Then you tell us, yes.
I'm accepting.
Yes.
I'm accepting. We are part of the responsibility to harmonize the establishment so numbers are not rolled around.
Who is the custodian of the establishment? Isn't it not you?
Yes, we should be once it is approved.
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. That
Yeah.
is the
Once
point.
it's approved,
Okay.
we will be the custodian. And any changes will require necessary consultation.
Yeah, of course, yes. Thank you very much. Okay. Madam.
Yeah, Chair, my next question, riding on what the Vice Chair had asked, is when did you do the last recruitment as a county?
We did ECD teachers.
Thank you, honorable member of this committee, of the committee. In 2021, there were recruitments that were done in the Department of 2020 Health, and that was during.
Chair, I've said and I'll say it again. Anything that we are discussing here must be documented. Can we be referred to this, the paper that is giving us the explanation of the question that has been raised by the honorable member?
Maybe through the chair, a question was not part of what we were.
It's part of the questions. Maybe we need to, that is why I was saying here, we need to go through it. We have a series of questions that we still have to raise. So that is part of the questions that were supposed to be answered.
That's okay through the chair, but nobody can maybe like tell what will be asked. Unless if you are told us prepare this and this and this, we couldn't have prepared early in advance to respond to the same. But when I'm asked a question that I did not expect,
Kindly respond
I could.
to the best of your ability.
Yes, we did in 2021 for health. Then when 2022 there was transition of the office of the governor, we did the recruitment for the office of the governor.
Unless you want us to listen to this meeting, and we have that document, which is giving us the exact number of employees that was done in that particular area. We don't have any problem, any issue. It's just about factuals. Because we cannot sit here and discuss issues that are not, and let me say this, madam, cool down.
No problem.
Cool down.
But
cool
I want to seek guidance from the chair.
Yeah, cool down.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm just requesting
Just
for
cool down.
guidance.
The Public Service Board has all these questions on their fingertips because they are the ones who are doing it. So cool down, answer slowly. We are not adding anything against you people. Please. In fact, we are meeting for the first time.
But, okay, through the chair.
Yes.
In terms of recruitment, what Madam Vice Chair is asking, I think the last presentation when you were here actually had that all the document is within your. The last presentation when we came, remember I was seated there. It showed recruitment since 2022. So it's within your document, correct? Yeah.
Chair, the reason we are seated here is about recruitment. That's why I disagree with Madam CEO saying that she did not expect that question to be asked. So we require documentation to show when Meru County did the last recruitment. And that's why we are here.
Fine. Now let me help you here. Yeah. We are going to get the documents. We've asked for the documents. That is not a big issue. But what I will do for you, can you please refer to someone to help you while we are doing other things? Don't give us just numbers for the sake of it. But we have asked for the documents. They are coming. But let's go to another question while we are waiting for the documents to come.
Yeah.
Yes, Chair.
Thank you, Chair. I would want to really also ask the governor. I don't know whether, I've been asking for that document that is giving us a tabulation in terms of the gender issues in Meru County. That is the number of females that we have is even males. And
the documents are coming. That one we'll wait for the documents to come.
I thought that is a document that is supposed to be presented.
No, it is coming. We have it already before. I've asked the clerk to
What does the county government, the secretary's file contain?
No, I'm not in these documents, but the documents they brought previously, it is there. We are waiting for it to come. You can proceed. Next, Beth, Senator Beth.
Chair, I want to appreciate the chair of the board for the presentation he has done. However, he mentioned that there was no agreement between the board and the executive on recruitment, whether not to do recruitment. So I wanted to seek clarification. Within the law, is there expected to have an agreement between the executive and the board whether to employ or not to employ, and if there is documentation to show that?
Okay.
Yeah, Chair?
Let him answer the question.
Okay.
Can you answer the question, Chair?
Yeah, it's because from the communication we got, there was a letter saying we have negated the agreement. Yeah, which we don't know.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chair, and Chair Public Service Board for the elaboration. I also felt that there was misunderstanding maybe between the Secretary's office, county, the Governor's office, and maybe the Public Service Board, because once the Assembly has approved, nothing prevents the Public Service Board from maybe blending the same, because that is the procedure, basically. So maybe it's the work of the County Secretary to really advise the Governor on what is contained in the budget. Because sometimes, as politicians, sometimes we might overlook issues in terms of what's really contained in the document, in the budget, and maybe most of the documents. So it was maybe the duty of the county secretary to advise the Governor based on what the Assembly has approved, because that is basically what the Public Service Board will use in terms of employment. For that matter, I would want to know whether you are agreeing with the figures that was given by the Public Service Board, that there are around 668 staff who have left Meru County, and what might be the causes. Are you?
Thank you. Through the chair,
Yes,
Senator, before County Secretary responds to that, I think the most important person here is the Chief Officer, Finance. So that he can...
You can delegate to anyone.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. The question goes to you, then you can delegate.
Mr. Mwenda, you can assist us on the issue of budget, and if we have a vote for employment or not.
Before you answer that question, we were given some documents that shows that people that left the job is about 668. Do you agree with that number? That is the question. First question you need to answer. They have given us that there are 668 employees who have retired or left the job for any reason we don't know. Do you agree with that number?
Then, Chair, on the issue that the Governor is trying to give the finance person, I think the best way forward is to give us a document that was signed by the Governor, having approved by the Assembly, that these are the amounts that we have for employment.
Okay, Banasio.
Okay, thank you, Chair. Let me start by referring to the document presented by the Deputy Speaker, specifically on the figures. Chair, I'm referring to page 3 of this Deputy Speaker's presentation, whereby there are 5 itemized budgets that were approved. To us as executive, there is one figure that I agree with, that we are presented from the county executive. If you look
Can you go closer to your mic, please? You're not clear. And I need to answer the first question I asked you.
Yes.
About 668 employees. Are you agreeing with them or not?
Okay, Chair. I may not agree because I don't have the analysis. So I can't agree on the figure.
Chair, this is a very straightforward question.
Yes.
Can we have a document that was signed, which was showing the figures that has been raised by the Assembly, that it was ascended by the Governor?
Yes, Chair. Okay, what there is, Chair,
Yes.
I want to give some genesis to these figures.
You
Of course, the document is there.
Chair, to cut this story short, you know we have a very wrong way to go.
No, let him give. Let us
No.
Yes.
Can we have the document that is showing the figures?
Oh, yes, he has.
The Assembly has made an allegation. It is them now to approve or to approve whether it is an allegation or it's fact. So let them give us, let us through that document.
Yes.
I'm answering the question from Honorable
Choice, I'm choice. Thank you.
I'm answering it,
Yeah?
but allow me at least to give the genesis and I will give.
Cut all those
exact-
stories short.
Yes.
Just the document is that.
Okay.
We have it in our document. Benson, you can get it.
Chair,
If you have the document, we want to see it.
Honorable Chair.
page 7B of our presentation. Page 7B. Page 7B. There is an Excel document which looks like this here. Page 7B. Page 7B of governance presentation. No, that's 7B. 7B. B is in bracket, 7B. Yeah. There is the bottom.
You've seen the human resource.
Human resource chair.
Yes.
Now, agreeing and disagreeing on the figures, just look at the budget. How we prepare the budget, you see column 2, where we have the submitted budget estimate for financial year 2024-2025. There is that column, and then there is an approved column. Now, when you go to that column at human resource, item number 2, it has 100 million. You see that 100 million? Okay, under the human resource, line 2, there is 100 million.
Which column now?
On the approved column.
20 approved.
Yes, column 3 of the figures.
Yes.
Yes, you can see the 100 million. You can see 97 and 8. I agree it is in the budget, but just look on the comparative figure. The figure which we submitted, the submitted budget, it has nil amount.
Yes.
Okay, I'm saying the figure, I'm saying the 100 million, the 90 million, 7 million, 80 million, it has a gap on the presented budget. That's where I was coming to, that the document presented by the Assembly, it has item 2, which has 211 million. What I want to mean here, this figure, because it is not appearing here. It is not appearing under the human resource. You will not find it here, Chair.
Chair, I think what he's trying to allege is that the budget submitted by the executive is not the same budget that was approved by the Assembly.
Yes, Chair. And now I want to give the genesis of all these, and because the budget was once,
But was it uploaded in the evening? Which one is what? Is it the one that was submitted by the Assembly or the one that was approved by the Assembly?
of course, the one approved is the one which is uploaded.
The one which is approved by the Assembly is the one that is uploaded in the evening.
Yes. But now, if you
My
allow,
friend.
if you allow me, Chair, Chair, if you allow me,
Chair.
Yes.
Chair, with all due respect,
Give me some time to explain myself,
Let me.
and everything will be answered.
My friend, what's your name?
I'm Charles Mwanda.
Charles.
Yes.
Don't worry, you will take us through the policy. slowly.
Chair, now-
You know, we were at 100 million, 90 million, 97. and what-
Chair, let me ask this.
Yes.
And with due respect, I don't know you people. I only know governor because I worked with her as the women rep. Period. I don't know anybody else. But the question is, the document that has been read by the assembly contains some figures, right? Within the allegations that the assembly has made, that was the budget that was meant to be used by the Public Service Board, right? And they have alleged that the governor has assented to it. The last question that I'm asking you, which document between the one, it's true that the budget that you submitted to the assembly is not the one that has been approved by the assembly? The last question, which one was uploaded by the IFMIS, which one is the working document as we speak now for the Meru County?
Chair, I beg for indulgence on this matter. I have agreed that the document which was approved is the one which is uploaded in this case. But I'm pleading to be given just 1 or 2 minutes to explain the figures.
We can give you.
Because otherwise, our issue in Meru County is actually
No,
based on
proceed,
the
please,
budget.
proceed, proceed. We'll listen to you.
Chair, so what I was trying to give here is the figures given by the assembly. There is one figure which is exemptional of all the tabulations given by the assembly. The item number 2 on the figures, which has 211 million, Chair. 211. That amount, it is the county executive.
Where is it 211? You tell
What
us.
I'm saying.
You can show what
Okay, it is within the budget
Yes.
of the human resource, and I'm saying it will not appear as one item. But it is there within, it was an increase of the budget, Chair, of the previous year, and the budget presented, we presented the budget with an increase of 211 million. And it is true, this is the figure that we approved. But now I was saying, Chair, Assembly also went ahead and now provided more money, which now has no comparative budget, what I was saying. Now, when did we present the budget with 211 million, first of all, Chair, without now having the other figures which were given by the Assembly? Chair, having done the budget, which was a very thorough consultative issue, Chair, from the County Assembly, the 211 million, we are given it having taken consideration of the issues raised by the bond. Others, the 211,
Yes, for health workers.
actually it was covering all the issues being raised by Assembly and the board at that time. Of course, the issues, the demand for the budget was more than 211. But due to budgeting months and of course the controls of the budget, we were preparing the budget, could not allow more than that. Could not allow because we have a budget.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask the question. As he finishes, because that will also guide him. What was the total budget that was submitted to the Assembly vis-a-vis the total budget that was approved?
On payroll. Let me ask, Chair.
Yeah, I'm asking, what was the total budget proposed by the executive vis-a-vis the budget that was approved by the Assembly?
Okay, what happened? The Assembly increased by 205 million of what we presented.
Where was the increase coming from? Which fold it was removed to make the 205 increment? Was it the monies that were chopped from the Assembly side, or where did the expiration come from?
Okay, Chair, if I'm not interrupted for like 3 minutes, all these things will be answered.
That's cool. That's cool. Pole pole tu. Pole pole tu. Pole pole tu.
there is one term which is available in this country, the one freezer. Our payroll budget is on freezer. And to prove that, Chair, I will take page 7. Just go to page 7, Chair.
Maybe before that, Chair, I would also want to know whether there was a memo done by the office of the Assembly asking for after the Assembly had approved the budget to say they need some improvement. You left in the Assembly and it was
Chair, budget can only be corrected because we actually value that.
I've said I've been a member of the county assembly, right?
Yes.
And once you don't disagree with the budget, you can still return it to the governor after they have based on the return. I gave you a day after the right? So you have any letter that was a late in the increment that was made by the assembly?
Allow me to say this, Chair.
Simple question. Was there a memo or not?
There was no memorandum.
Thank you.
But that's not the answer to the governor. We only decided that.
Right. The question was very clear. So there was no memo, right?
There was no memorandum.
And you've taken us to page 7.
Yes.
We talked about deficit of 18 million.
Yes.
That one already we know, and there is no point of...
Yeah, that figure, I would like to express it here because...
No, we are not disputing this, so I don't think there is any point, any reason to take us to page 7, because the 18 million deficit is there.
Yeah, the reason is,
Yes.
all these figures we are talking about, around all these figures, they have been gazetted. And if you go to page 8 and the 10 of it, page 10A, you see a gazetted figure of 5 billion, 5 billion, which now I've just started, is my first figure in page 7. Just to prove, page 10A. That is the gazette notice. In 10A, column 2, you can see somewhere figure 5 billion, 077, 036, 181.5. I think that figure is there. That is the gazetted payroll amount for the county executive. I've actually just lifted that amount and started with it at page 7.
Okay.
Just to be clear here.
Yeah, which is 5077, right?
Yes.
Now, let me ask you,
let
let me ask you a very simple question. And this would be very, very simple.
Yes.
The money that the county assembly and the county service board are talking about is a total of 416 million. Total of from 100 to 11, 9, 8, and 7. That's a total of 416 million. And they are claiming that it has been passed, it has gone through, signed by the government. Very simple question. Is that so? Have you passed this budget of 416 million? And also assented to by the government? Yes or no?
It is true, Chair. It is assented. That is why there is that act. And now that...
Thank you. That's fine. It's very simple. Approved, assented to. Let's not go there now. I want to ask the government. Sorry?
I want to... Yeah, I'm very sorry to interrupt you.
Yes?
But
by the way, we are listening to...
Yes, as the...
We are going to give you time.
Yes,
Please
as the-
proceed. If you have any issues,
No, it's about the
this is a
discussion.
committee of national
It's
cohesion.
about the discussion which is going on.
Yes.
As the executive, we kindly request that because what we are discussing here, although we are talking about quantitative issues, we should also be allowed to discuss qualitatively because of other factors that are surrounding these figures we are talking about. And that's why the chief officer is requesting that although he says there is a question is required to say yes or no, it is important that it be an interview which is open-ended so that we can be able to explain ourselves. We say there is no politics here, but also it is important because you know county governments are political in nature. It is important, though we are not going to mention politics, to be allowed to mention other factors that are surrounding what we are talking about. Like when he says why, let's listen to him, I request, so that he can also explain to us.
Fine, fine.
Yes.
You're going to listen to him. Please remember what you want to say, and I'll give you some time. But there is a question for the governor, which is very important to ask. You see, this is a very simple question, and I want to relate this to our issue of national cohesion. And I even said earlier, the problem, the reason why you are here today is because there is a disagreement. And I want to ask the governor, the numbers given here is very important. But I want to ask you a question that is very relevant. Besides not having the money, in places like health, ECD and all these things, don't you really need employees? Don't you need people who can help you run those institutions? That is something we need to know from you.
Thank you, Chair. I agree with you that beside having or not having the money, there is need. And this need is there seriously. But there are measures that we as the executive and also the County Public Service Board, we are supposed, maybe to my opinion, to sit and discuss our way forward. One out of the 5,600 and something employees that we have, we've not done good policies. We're in the process of doing the same. And also rationalization of the same. We have nurses who are placed in places that they're not supposed to be. For example, we have around 3 nurses or 2 teachers, but redeployed as ward administrators. The issue is if we can sit down with County Public Service Board, have a sitting, and then do the rationalization. Who is placed where is not supposed to be placed? At least we come out with a figure or in a position that we can now know where to address the gaps. But that one has not been done.
Yes, Madam, let me continue. Let me say thank you very much for that answer. And you know, we are here not to even audit anything. We are here because of the cohesion issues. And I'm happy you said, yes, you need people. You need more people. And you are talking about money, and you are talking about how you're going to sit together. But my question again says, the Public Service Board have been talking about the county secretary not responding to the answers, the questions that they are asking, not even coming to meetings. Can please the county secretary, the governor is saying, we want to sit with them, if I'm not wrong. And that is very, very good. Why is the county secretary having issues while the governor is saying we need to sit? Why are you not sitting?
Chair.
With the
Chair,
people?
with due respect, Chair. With due respect.
Yeah, proceed.
Many issues is, with due respect, County Secretary, when was the last letter that you made to the Public Service Board to have a sit with you? County Public Service Board, when did you request the governor to have a meeting with you? That's the last letter. I just want to know that, whether it has been in existence, because it's like the governor is on our own, and us people are on our own. We said we need these things documented. You've written a letter on this date that the governor wants to teach the Public Service Board in terms of employment. The Public Service Board, on the other hand, is saying, Your Excellency, the governor, through the secretary or whatever, we want to have a meeting with you to discuss these matters. Can we have a letter, please?
Thank you, Chair. I think it is very recent that you've been communicating with the County Public Service Board. I think the last letter which I wrote to them was most recent one is on, it is very recent, I think last week. We have it in this battle. We have it in the battle of...
somebody can help you to check for you. Yeah, can you check for him, please? While
so the name of content, it was most recent.
Yes.
And they will agree that we have not been fighting with them. Yes. And
The content of the letter will tell us what has been happening. That is what we only want to hear from
Yeah,
you.
they're looking for the document.
We need to unite you. By the end of this meeting, tunataka tusalimiane wote mkienda kama tumemalizana.
can I read the letter?
You read for us, please.
This was a letter which was written on 15th of January 2025. The CEO, Meru County Public Service Board. Dear CEO, stoppage of job advertisement. Thank you for your letter of that date. This is in page 6. And it that date on the above subject matter. Then I told them, you seem to have rubbished the PFM Act, resolutions of the Third National Wage Conference 2024, and the directives of the COB on bringing the wage bill to below 35%. Instead, you insist that the county assembly has a budget, set the budget, and you are going to employ. Paragraph number 2. Yes.
You know what the Vice Chair was asking?
Yes.
Was a rider to my question.
Yes.
We are talking about harmonizing. What the governor is talking about is, you know, I really appreciate what she has said. She says we need to sit and harmonize.
Yes.
This is good. That letter doesn't talk about those things.
Yes.
It talks about something different. So the question was, is there any communication, the latest one, that says the people of Meru need our services, and can we sit as the people of Meru, leaders of Meru, sit and discuss how to employ our youth, women, and the people who say, do you have those kinds of things that is possible?
We've been communicating with the county. Let me be very frank here.
Yes, please.
We've been communicating with the county public service board. At times, are not available at they call me. And also to them when we call them. At times they are not available. Yes, the most recent was a health issue which we invited them. I think it was last week. And they wrote a letter saying it will not be available. So as the governor, as the Excellency says, it is up to us to go and address them. We don't fight personally. I don't fight with the book. They like to push problems as very possible. But I always give them all when I'm sending letters and giving them, I get over this one. And so we can sit down and be able to talk. We should agree on that. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Chair.
Okay.
As we maybe agree about on how to help our people, maybe getting jobs and so on, the most important thing on this is we have that is the most critical thing, because our desire, our need, must go higher than what we have. We cannot cater for 5,600. But if we had more than 500, what will happen in Meru? That is the most issue that I have. At the same time, it will be my company. Then I agree with the budget team, I agree with the thing that is there, then we proceed.
So I totally agree with you. But then you need to agree with the committee also that there are people who have resigned for the jobs. And the total is 600. And if you have that bracket of 600, you can manage something and see where you can.
Thank you, Chair. Yes. The figure of 600 something that should be there, that's exceeded maybe.
668.
From which year? Which year? Because from the office of the governor.
2023, 2024. 2025,
2022, 2024. Yes. From 2022, the governor from the first regime exited with his team. You need to know how many exited with the governor.
Yes, fine. You need to sit on the power.
Yeah, and that is what I was saying, Your Excellency, the governor put the chair. It's the mandate of the county secretary to guide the government. These are some of the final things that the governor has to have on the especially when we are coming to respond to our committee with matters in brain. These are some of the things that the governor should be made. Or we should be having them say that it looks how best we are organized in terms of service delivery. We can listen to the governor, he's talking about the budget issues. But we are not reminding her that there is a document that she has signed that the monies are available. And that cannot stop the other side from implementing the scheme. It's us as the executive to always guide the governor. Right? It's us as the executive to guide the governor. So the governor is talking of the budget. Yet you know, the finance guy, the county secretary, you know, shall sign that the monies are there. You know, with us, we work with the document. We don't work with
Thank you, Senator, through the chair.
Yes.
And because I signed the document, and the entire team is with me, if the money is available or not, that one should be answered by the Waziri Finance. If the 200-something million is still available for us to employ, it should be answered by Waziri.
Before I give to you, let me give it to the lady who is at the end with the specs. You want to say something, madam? I don't want, this is a committee of equal opportunity. You should all have opportunity to speak.
Thank you so much, honorable members. There's something which we are doing here, and you were well guided when you began. We are coming here to see.
Did you introduce yourself? Because I'm not.
Okay, I'm Dr. Helen Mugambi.
Yes, now your name is starting with doctor and you're not even mentioned it.
Okay, I'm Dr. Helen Mugambi, Vice Chair of the County Government Service Board. And we have stayed there for some time. We are remaining only 6 months to complete our term. That is six years. I can actually say, like what I think Senator Joyce, if I can read from here. Yeah, I can read from here. Yeah, the Vice Chair. She said we are coming here to see how we can work. Because the sign of County Public Service Board is of the opinion that the budget is there because it was approved. It was there. Then the other thing we should note, we are not talking about hiring new people. We are talking about replacing the ones who have left the service, meaning that the existing budget caters for those who left the service. Now, it is like saying that even the monies I have cannot pay the debts which I had before. Now, we cannot ignore these critical essential services. What we can do is this. We need to ensure that the critical services, essential services, are being replaced or they are going on well. Then we look for ways of either raising the revenue or closing the gaps where the money is disappearing from. For example, we have set audit, staff audit rationalization beginning February 1st, which is going out to bring out who is where is the lost worker, and this replacement we are doing, we should know that it will not even exhaust the previous budget or the budget which was budgeted for the same workers, because we are replacing at entry level. If somebody left at the higher grade, we are replacing at entry level. And I don't think we can close our eyes and say we look for ways of looking for money or raising the revenue before ensuring that the 20 schools have teachers, the hospitals which have been closed and they have been downgraded because they have no maternity, they are running. So I think it is very, very important that we know we are not talking about hiring new staff.
So thank you very much, Madam Vice Chair. You said something very important.
Yeah.
You said we need to employ people, and you said we need to have that money to employ them. And basically what you people are saying is, even Madam Governor is saying, yes, we need some service. And then she says, where do we get the money from? You understand what I'm saying? So what you are saying and what she's saying is the same thing. And you said something very, very important. I think on February 1st, if I'm not wrong, we are going to have some audit looking at ghost workers. What do we have? That is very important. In my county, we have thousands of ghost workers. And we are trying to now reduce auditing those issues. So what you've just said is very, very important. first you will do those things. And that is what is going to help Meru county government and the people of Meru. But you see, we are here fighting and arguing, and the people of Meru are saying what is happening. The services are not there. So, Tafadhali, please, let me recognize the presence of my friend, the Senator for KAMITI, to kindly go on record. Please.
Thank you, Chair. I'm sorry for getting to know where you and assigned which of duties this morning. My name is Senator MWANGAZA, unable to give which is before us, which is the KAMITI County and a member of this committee. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Senator Mufai. So what, you wanted to say something? Yes. Okay, proceed.
Okay, thank you so much, Honorable Chair. And you know, figures do not lie. We all know that. And for our information and for everyone, including the County Public Service Board, County Assembly, and County Executive, this budget that we have here is an inflated budget. Why am I saying it is inflated budget? This budget has 890 million are all over for the June amount of money that did not come within that year. You know, procedurally, when we are making the financials for the current year, you include the rollover. So there is an 890 million are rollover for the June money that was not released in that financial year. So even as we talk and say there is a money for employment, we should know this budget as an item that will not reappear again in the budget. Number two, we have 284 million that was budgeted for the fuel levy. We are all aware about that. The money that the national government or the government said might not be released in this current budget. Those are two. Then the last one, 95 million, there were reviews or revisions of the ceilings of the county governments across the country. Meru County was slashed 95 million. That 95 million is still in this budget. 24 million is in this budget, and 890 million is in this budget. We are not new in the county government of Meru. We need recruitment, but with this current of budget, we have an issue also. There is 1 month in terms of salary that is not budgeted for, because as Her Excellency said, when she took over the government, there were 2 months salaries that were not budgeted for in the budget. She was able to at least sort one, it's remaining another one. So in our budgeting cycle, we usually have 11 months. So there's a month that is not budgeted for. So I wanted to
thank you for, I think.
And then a last one, Mr. Chair, Honorable Chair.
Yes.
Among the documentations and communications that were made about our wage bill, which stands currently at 43, and if we remove this amount of money, 890 million, or go to 48 million, is a communication through a resolution and a motion that was passed at the Honorable Senate, asking us to give out strategies that we are putting in place to ensure that our wage bill remains at 5% by end of 2028.
That's understood. That's understood. And this is not only Meru County. I have a question for the governor. This is a very important one. The documents we have here is on the issue of Meru County semi-autonomous government agencies. Meru County Revenue Board, Meru Water, Meru County Investment Development, Meru County Alcohol, Kaguru Agriculture, Meru Microfinance, and there is many. So, and it seems like they are running this institution without involving the service board, and that is okay. Cannot. But then I'm being told that there is a problem with employment there. If you reduce the problem, the other important ones can be higher. Can you please tell us?
May I chair of the Senate? I'm sorry to take over. Do you have a child in the house? Do you have a child?
HR, you have HR? Okay.
HR? Can she tell us the exact number of the employees of Meru County?
Is she around? But before you go there, let's ask the governor to answer that question first. 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay, proceed.
Next, Chair, mention that question. There's something that I wanted to have an input on it, because we said it's true. There is 668 that existed employment since 2022. But I want to give a clarification. There have been more employment.
It's good you've told us you are accepting 668.
Yes.
But my question was about these other agencies. Yes. What is happening there? That is what we are.
Yeah, that's what I was coming to that.
Thank you.
So with the 668, there's one thing that has not been told to this committee, that there was an exchange of government whereby P667 includes those that exited because they are terminated, like the governor, the CECs, the chief of staff, all that team. And again, at the same time,
Chair.
Yes. Proceed.
Let's be factual. There is the issue of the defunct council, yes, and there's the issue of people just leaving. So are you telling us that the 668 are part of the, is retirement exiting?
yes, those ended their contract. Yes. So what happened?
My friend,
Yes.
Please. My question, let's forget about first of all 16 The question was all the agencies. Are you going to answer that question or Madam will answer?
I will answer.
No, Madam will answer. Madam.
Okay, thank you, Chair. About the sagas of the agencies that you have in Meru, not once, not twice, we've communicated in the County Assembly of Meru. A good example is microfinance, which we as the Secretary allocates around 84 million every year. In return, we get 6 billion out of 84 million per year. We communicated to the Assembly so that now they can give us a way forward on how to do about it. But up to now, there is no response from the County Assembly. We've tried our best to see how we can manage the SARS, but we've no reports from the County Assembly. And because they are here, maybe they can give us...
No problem.
Yes.
Thank you very much. My question was a different one. Let me conclude. My question was a different one. It's on the issue of all these agencies. But then you mentioned something very important, on the microfinance. We've dealt with these things before, and you said if they put 80-something billion, you are going to get 6 billion. So that is something we are going to discuss later on, not now. So the question you're asking is also legitimate, but we need to concentrate on these agencies. And this is, I think the committee will write to all these agencies to come before this committee and explain on the workforce how many are gender balance and all those things. So we'll be having committee on devolution. We are going to write to them to discuss this matter, both on the devolution side and the evaluation side. But basically, what I want to say, Madam.
Chair, before you conclude,
Yes.
because it is a rider on your
Yes.
question, I wanted to know if the sagas were established before Her Excellency took over as the governor, or she's the one who established them.
Thank you, Chair. All the sagas were there before I got to office. None that has been established during my tenure.
Who is looking at the employment issues there? Is it under executive or under the board? Can you please tell us?
We Honorable Chair and the Honorable Members, the board has no role at all to play in terms of employment in those sagas, because there is an act of the Assembly that allows them to recruit without consulting us, except Revenue Board, who have been relating to us sometimes on recruitment, but still, they still have that clause with them to recruit without consulting us. So we talk about rationalizing staff, and then there is no central control of what happens in terms of hiring and departure. We are fighting a losing battle.
Thank you very much, Sansa.
So we need to address that thing urgently. I'm happy that the Excellency has actually given a very vivid example where you put in 4 million to get 6 million.
It's very important.
Yeah? Then you are draining the treasury. That is only one institution. What about the others? Okay?
Okay. Thank you very much, Senator.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I have been following this meeting online, though I did not pronounce myself. I captured quite a number of pertinent questions, especially from the Vice Chair, on establishment, the number of county staff that are supposed to be in Meru County, which is the principle of the County Public Service Board. I don't know for how long the said chairman has been in office. Up to now, I think the allegation is that approval has not been approved. I don't know. But Chair, I have observed quite a number of issues. I think there is a very serious seed of discontent in Meru. There is a lot of infighting among the sectors. There is a lot of bad blood between all these units, because I don't know what reasons that a county public service board cannot sit down with the executive to harmonize a few things here and there on terms of, because you are working for the purpose of making sure that the Meru people are served. Nobody is here just for his own good or for the purpose for that matter. We are here for the purpose of Meru people who are the taxpayers for that matter. So when we witness a lot of discord, a lot of fighting, a lot of misunderstanding, I think this is something one would say division from accounting that has been not very well done. So I think you should not give an amendment to this committee. These are matters that are supposed to be solved downstream in accounting. So when you come here, you put the blame to the CEO, you put the blame to the council, you put the blame to the county parliament board. I think that demonstrates some serious levels of inefficiency in all those corners. So I think, Chair, we did make ourselves very clear, we did make a very comprehensive report to that effect, that there are some serious gaps that needs a lot of filling in Meru County.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. That is an observation. I don't want to. I don't want issues now. I want to let's agree on the way forward. I'll give you 1 minute to 1 minute there, and then 1 minute either of you. Then we conclude.
Yeah, 1 minute.
1 minute each of you. One, and then one.
I wanted to respond to the Chief of Staff. There is an allegation that the governor's staff, because they are temporary, they should be invoked here. If you look at our response, page 9, the office of the governor is not there, because those ones will exit as the governor exited. So they are not captured as people who retired or whatever. We are capturing only the main departments. So they don't count here, and they were not replaced. What we replaced with is the staff which is serving Our Excellency the Governor. So they shouldn't be counted here.
Yeah, Chair, because we have an interest there, can they tell us the 668 are coming from which departments?
These ones are coming from education.
No. It is there. It's very clear. Thank you. Okay, 1 minute.
Chair, before you give them the...
Okay, 1 minute. Madam
Chair?
1 minute. Madam.
Thank you, Chair. There is a question that I asked earlier on the last time they did recruitment, and the clerk went and got the figures. But there is discrepancy between the figures that they are giving today and the figures they are given in the document that was with us. I don't know who should give that clarity. Secondly, Chair, the 3 institutions here for Meru County, are they in agreement that there is need to approve the manual for staff establishment? Because sincerely speaking, you cannot operate from, in a vacuum. You need staff establishment and you need the manual approved. So how do the 3 come in to ensure that it's approved? Thank you.
Let me say on the issue of shared raised. You know, we've met 46 counties, and except this county, all the other counties, they sit and discuss how many people they want to employ. And then they will say, how much money do we have? What can we employ now? What can we employ after a year, 2 years? These are the things we've seen. But the Meru County is completely different. And you know, when you talk about salaries, the buck stops with the governor, always. They will ask the governor, why do you do this? Why do you do this? Because she is the person responsible. She's the person who is going to answer those questions. When they talk about Meru County as employed and all these things, they don't talk about the service board. They don't talk about the board, they talk about the governor. So you need to help the county secretary, the board, you need to sit with the governor. Forget about the differences, political issues which are out there. Reason together and come up with something that this committee can appreciate. If I show you some counties like Makweli, like Trans Nzoia, what Madam is talking about on the issue of supporting youth with microfinance, it is amazing. They've done a very good job. The only county I've seen, there is an issue between the county assembly, the county service board, and the governor. It's only Meru County. Why should it be? You are working for who? Are you working for yourselves or for the people of Meru? So please.
Thank you, Chair. I think I will not repeat a lot the issue of the budget. We have agreed, Chair, that the budget process was done and it was approved and signed.
Let's not go back.
That will go there. What I'm saying in connection there on a chair is that the budget was approved in August. We are now going to February. So even if we start saying there's employment starting now, maybe March, 3 months to the end of the financial year.
So that is why the board on its own motion.
That's a resolution.
My friend, no, the way you are going, you are taking us.
No, I'm not going back.
No, you're putting
okay, let me avoid that, Chairman.
No, I don't agree with you. Please.
1 minute. Thank you, Chair. There is an issue, a rejoinder that I want to do on the budget, that Appropriation Act.
No, let's not go there. Our budget, we finished, we've agreed.
Chair, I think that this should...
my friend.
There was an issue, Chair.
Because we have a series of issues there.
The payroll is under my department.
Proceed.
The payroll falls under my department. And we need, when you're doing a budget, you need to budget for the salaries of the current employees for 12 months. The questions that we needed to ask ourselves initially is whether we have the budget for the employees that we have for 12 months, which we do not have. And then on the appropriation bill that was signed by the governor into an act, it did not have any votes by the name recruitment of employees. What we have,
Chair,
that we have.
Chair,
let me
Chair, I allowed, but he's misguiding this committee. No, I cannot sit in somewhere where somebody is misguiding a committee.
Allow me to call.
No, please, Chair. No, please, Chair.
Yes.
To make the matter worse, he's in charge of payroll.
Yes.
How many employees do you have in Meru County?
He's saying it's 5,567.
Have you checked the records?
Yes. The employees exit everywhere.
What is the number?
We earn 5,603. Between the period that we find this document, that the last time that we are here, and today, we have 6 employees who have since left. That is why we have 5,567. But then again, we need to ask ourselves, do we have that budget for in the vote?
My friend, we said the budget was approved. The budget has been uploaded by date. Can you listen to us, please? We are dealing with facts here as a committee. Don't take us that direction. We are talking about the factuals, what is there, what is working right now. Is a budget that has been approved by the Assembly and it has been uploaded in the IFMIS, and that is what is working right now, which has informed the Public Service Board in terms of service delivery or whatever the service that they are supposed to do. So you cannot, unless, that is why I asked that question, was there a memo that was done by the executive to the Assembly that they are not in agreement with the approved budget? It was never done. That aside, what exists now proves that there is money. It is us as a county government, aided by the governor. And I will request Your Excellency, the governor, that you need to sit down with this team. Calm down slowly. Work it out, because I know there is a lot of shortage in terms of resources within the county government. Sometimes when we overestimate the sponsors' revenue, which sometimes gives us a lot of problems when it comes to implementation. It is high time that you sit down as a county government. Bring everything on board. I will plead with you. I even don't want us to, let's have another committee on devolution handling issues of Meru. Can we stop all this? Because at the end of the day, let me tell you one thing. We are in these offices temporarily. The offices that we are temporary. And I can give you a very good example. Right now in the Senate, we have the members of the county assembly, we have the members of the National Assembly, we have the governors, and we have the senators. Because the evolution has gone a full circle. There were those members of the National Assembly who used to fight the senators. But today, they find themselves in the Senate. There were those governors who are fighting the senators because of the issues impeachment, name it. But today, they are in the Senate. What we are saying in the essence, these officers that we are holding on, we are holding on brief for the members of the public. Can we, at any time, do what we are supposed to do? Can we leave politics aside? That time will come. Can we do what is right? If it is the work of the Public Service Board, who is to facilitate the Public Service Board? The Assembly and the Executive. If the work of the Executive, who is to facilitate the Executive? It is the County Assembly. The County Assembly, their role is to do the oversight. Can we also facilitate the Assembly? That is our work as the leadership. We are all leaders. So I would want to request, Chair, by the close of this committee, I even don't want to hear the issue of maybe taking these issues to any other committee. I would want to plead with the governor. Please, go sit down with the chair and the team, go sit down with it. I said from the word go, that this is the first meeting that we have the members of the assembly, we have the members of the board, and we have the governor. We've been having the governor, the scout secretary, the chair board, and the rest of them, and maybe the technical team. That has been the norm for the 46 counties. So I would want to request, and humbly request as a mother. I've served in this politics space for the last 18 years. And I would want to humbly request, let's put everything aside. Let's work for these people. If you find people exiting to an extent of leaving the county within this early January, we have already 24. Can we ask ourselves what are the questions? Let's not misguide. I want to check the document that has been presented, which I wanted an elaboration from the service board. And one of our executive members was misguiding us, saying that it is including the governors. You go through the document, the governors are not there. The executive, I cannot say the governor. The executives are not there. These are just our staff. These are our people who are working for us. So I would want to say, Chair, that we are pleading to you people. Let's go sit down. Governor, if the budget has been approved, can you go sit down with the executive and the board? Discuss these issues in a closed door. You can even pick this way. You pick the chair, discuss with him. Then you pick the county government, the secretary, you pick him, and then you can have a joint meeting with the assembly. And you deliberate on these things, and let's finalize. Please. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's why I was saying, I didn't want to, if you want to say something, the others also want to say something. I think let's stop it there. I want to have, let's agree. We are all working for the people of this country. And like Madam Vice Chair said, politicians, we have 5 years. The executive is leading the county government of Meru. She has got 2.5 years remaining. Maybe she will come back, maybe she will not come back. She needs to leave a legacy. You people also need to leave a legacy. When Madam Vice Chair is saying we don't want to send it to another committee also will see a problem. You will come here again, devolution, you will be called by a committee for labor and all those things. This committee in the Senate, I believe that this is the most good committee who deals with so many things. We deal with cohesion issues, we deal with equal opportunity and even regional integration. And I want to ask the 3 teams which are here, we want to take some responsibility. The problems we are facing is not unique to Meru County only. It is in all the counties. Overemployment there. Then you have got pending bills, whether it is salary or issue of construction issues, services and all those things. This problem is always there. But then I went to Marsabit in December. So many hospitals are understaffed, dispensaries and all those things. And I called the governor, I said, we have a problem, we need to talk. We don't have medicines in our hospitals. These are the things that leaders can sit and discuss. I want to make a special request on behalf of the people of Meru, and this to the governor and the service board and the assembly. And I want your views. I want to ask my committee to extend this sitting, not to extend, but we have another sitting. As we sit between the three of you and have a common goal, we ask ourselves, who are we working for? The people. So can we harmonize? Yes, Madam is saying we don't have money. You're saying we need to employ these people, this number of people. The board has passed this much money. And do we have deficit? Yes, we do. So how can we harmonize all this and come up with a resolution? What the Vice Chair said is very, very important. And I'm saying it again. She is talking about there are ghost workers. Yes, that is, I know, there are. How can we harmonize? Because she's saying, I think, on 1st of February, you're going to have a meeting. So can we have views, first of all, from your side, then the county assembly, and Madam, how do you want us to help you as a committee? We are ready to come to help. We are ready to come to anywhere you say. We don't want to, we are not using your money. We have our own resources.
Chair, I have an observation. I don't want to cut you short. You know, these people make their way to this committee because they could not find a solution. These people sit together. These people are just relatives and they live together. But they have not been able to find any solution to this problem. For the last, I think, problems are here now. So I think it's for us, Chair, through this committee to give some guidance. Maybe we can do another committee, a committee within this establishment, maybe about 2 people from the Public Service Board, from the Executive, from the Council.
Let us hear from
yes.
first.
They are not going to give any solution.
No. I will give, don't So can I give you an opportunity, Chair, to, you understood what I've said?
Okay, Chair, I understand what you're saying. And when I opened my remarks, I said, we are both guided by constructive management. And we are waiting for that. And you see all the communications in our document.
Let's not go back there.
So, we don't see any issue with doing what you like doing, consulting and solving problems.
So you are acceptable to that?
Yeah, so then everybody else lies down.
Thank you very much. Bwana Deputy Speaker, you are a politician. So put that in aside. Talk like now, a father, and also like you are the chair now of that board.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. There's a scholar who wrote a book, Things Fall Apart, and he said, when the center can't hold, things fall apart. So, Honorable Chairperson, no, I'm responding. I'm responding. No, you see, I'm responding.
I'm missing the that is politics. Don't bring the politics here.
There are no politics. That is English. You're understanding.
Order, members.
These are the people that are pushing the County Public Service Board. And that's why we are here.
No, we are not going that direction.
You brought up issues.
We are not going that direction.
I've stated in English.
What is the assembly doing?
So let me say about this.
Wait, Madam, please let me run this committee now, the process. Now we're almost done with it. You know, my question is very simple. I was asking you, and the chairman, you know, with his wisdom, he said, yes, we need to sit and discuss. So my proposal is very clear. And my friend here interjected. Do you need our help? On behalf of the people of Meru. That is it. Because we don't need then we want to, because we are on record, yeah, you know that you are a politician.
Yes.
You are on handset, so you just say I don't want or you want.
Thank you very of Meru, on behalf of the County Assembly of Meru, will never be part to any sitting involving KAWIRA MWANGAZA and the County Public Service Board. As we
Through the chair. A sitting, we have a sitting today. Why is he here?
Yes.
I was invited.
This is a sitting, another sitting. Why are you here?
Madam,
relax, relax.
I have
Cool down. No, I'm saying.
So what you are saying, my issue is this. Let me give the opportunity to the clerk, because you are not even supposed to be answering those questions. I think clerk, that is, you are sitting the board.
Chair, thank you so much. And I know the reason why we are here, we are scrambling for scarce resources. And as one of the Meru people, I want to confirm that we cannot compromise services like health when possibly. Chair, just allow me, I take a good direction. Yes. What I'm saying, Chair, is that we have a way out.
Look, I told you earlier, this is a committee of national cohesion. So what I'm asking, can we harmonize, sit and harmonize the situation the Meru people are in now? That is my question. The chair said, yes, we can sit. And you've also been discussing that issue.
Yeah, Chair, that's why I say consultation is the best way to handle issues. If we can consult well and agree without actually hidden cards, then we can solve our problem as Meru people. Yes.
Can you say that again, please?
I'm saying that consultation is the best way to handle where 1 or 2 or 3 people are, so that you all agree on the same direction.
Okay.
Yes. So if we go that way, I think we can solve the issues.
So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Madam Governor.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chair.
Madam Vice Chair, please proceed.
Thank you very much. Actually, my background is HR, and I'm even a certified CHRP. And consultation is the way forward. And for the last 5 years, we've been consulting, and we have been doing things together. But now, the issue before us, my suggestion, what I would say the way forward, is we look at the need, we'll go ahead and provide answers. What actions are we going to take as public service board
What I'm saying, please, we are now concluding.
Yes.
As a committee of national cohesion.
Yes.
We want to have you people seated together. And not because of myself or you, because of the people.
That is exactly.
So is that acceptable to you?
To me, it is. There's something I'm suggesting, because I cannot just say yes without you knowing why am I saying yes. For consultation, 100%. Okay, and then you can feel us. We want the services to go on. The governor wants the way being taken care of. So we need to give suggestion for minimizing the wage bill. At the same time, employ our people. Yes.
That's good. So why would the county? You said it. You said it that before, Madam Governor. This is please proceed.
No, I'm asking why.
Proceed, please.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Public Chair. Chair, nataka kuongea. Naomba kuongea. Chair, as I said earlier, this meeting should have done from at the ground. One, it is because the department user request for any position. That has not been done. Number two, the county assembly proves that they have powers to do employment and the rest. The county assembly supports the county public service board. From our case, we argue about the issue of budget. Can we sit down and see the three issues? If we have the budget and the need, and then we do as the vice chair said from the word go, that we need to sit down, they were to sit down and see if the ghost workers are still there, how to rationalize the staff that we have already, and go forward.
Thank you very much.
No one who is not in the...
Thank you very much. Please don't go. I'm coming back to the chair again. Since we've agreed, the chair, since we've agreed that we are going to have consultation and we are going to help you as a committee of national cohesion, how much time do you need? When do you want us to come there? Because we are at your disposal. I'm asking the three parties, you, the clerk, not the deputy speaker. This deputy speaker is not a good person.
I'm speaking for the assembly.
No. You can. No. We are talking about employment. Okay.
Chair.
No.
Chair, if you may allow me.
This part of answering.
I understand. Okay.
Chair, my question is that we've agreed now the committee is going to assist you, help you have that discussion. How much time do you require?
You see, Chair, when we are talking about issues like health, people dying on benches of hospitals, something we can keep postponing, please so and so on. People are losing lives. So, if they need meeting on Sunday, meet on Sunday. I'm saying that because...
So as quickly as possible, right?
Yes, and let's the focus be, the objective should be to provide services fast.
Very good. But
those other things of auditing will take long.
So thank you very much. So I really appreciate what you just said.
Yes.
As quickly as possible. So let me come to the clerk.
Honorable Chair.
I'm not. No. I'm not.
It is good I say something.
Please.
I'm not accepting. Let me state this.
I have said no. Hold on. I'm going to ask you to leave.
With all due respect.
I'm going to ask you.
Chair, let me request this chair. No, I'm asking this chair because you've allowed him to table this paper, which gave him room.
I've ruled. He's not even supposed to be here in the first place.
That's been signed.
No. The clerk is in the, we are talking about employment. We are talking about the board. Okay, please.
Chairman, we were in discussion with the Speaker of Meru County Assembly, and he told me that he's attending to a interview on Wednesday, and he really wants to plan. So the issue of the deputy speaker, I think, is rightfully here. Chairman, we agreed with him, and the issue of him representing the speaker, I think that Chairman is rightfully here because we.
You're out of order. You are supposed to advise the chair out of mic.
Yes.
So let's agree, and there are politics now coming out of this issue. So what I would request, there is a board chaired. In fact, I have an amendment to that effect, and it is going to maybe coming for approval very soon, that the chair should have been a different person, not a speaker. But since the speaker is the chair, and the board member, one of the board member is the clerk, it is the issue of employment. So I will ask the clerk, what time do you require? How much time?
Chair, I may not be in a capacity to actually provide that because this matter is between the Public Service Board and the
Excellent answer. Thank you very much. Madam KAWIRA, how much time do you require? Because I can rule and I will write to all of you that I'm coming on this date. If the board doesn't come, then we know the action we are going to take because the Deputy Speaker is not going to be there at that time. Proceed.
Thank you, Senator. From my side, the executive part of it, anytime you are ready, and also it's my humble request that if we are to meet, we also involve the COP. That is a request. Because we have received numerous letters from control of budget. Thank you.
So that is.
Can I make a humble
No, let me finish with that first.
Okay.
Just humble request. But anytime you are welcome.
Madam, the question is very clear. I appreciate what the chair has said. The chair has said we need this as soon as possible. So if you give me a go-ahead, I can consult my members and give you a date. And I'm going to write to you, to the chair, you, and you. Can you allow me to, excuse me, please? Let us.
Chair, I was pleading on behalf
okay.
of the
Senator
I was pleading on behalf of the Deputy Speaker. If you could give him just 1 minute, because he's here already. Allow him to say what he really feels like.
No, Chair.
Okay.
You know what we wanted to do at the end of the day is everybody atoke kama amefurahia.
Let him say what he needs to say.
And let me request the Deputy Speaker, please, my brother, please. Please, I know it's politics, but
put Meru first. Then speak.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Honorable Andrew, Madam, please. Honorable Deputy Speaker, please kindly. I know there are politics. You are a politician also, so please. They have asked Salsa. You can.
We have pleaded for you, so please.
Thank you, Senator Bed. I appreciate. Now, this is the start of the county assembly. This is not our dispute. Chair, with all due respect, if your committee has to come all the way to Meru, let it be clear that it is between the executive and the county public service board. We are not part to that issue. So our name should not appear on that. A request. And a kind request. Thank you.
Yeah, that is why that's why I said, because you see, he's talking about the county assembly. I'm talking about the board, the county board, who employ people.
Chair, you know the county assembly service board is different from the public service board. So having the governor with the public service board, that is perfectly in order. Excluding the assembly is perfectly in order. We can as well, if need be, we can meet with the assembly separately. But with the assembly now, they will decide whether to have the board, because with their issues of employment, it's different. It's completely different. It's another arm of government within the county government. So we don't need them. So maybe what we need to have is the governor and the public service board to agree together with the committee if need be. Because we might also not be, it's not a must that we move there as a committee, but if they can agree that they are going to meet and harmonize this, there is no need of a committee coming to the ground. So I think I will plead to that chair and Your Excellency the Governor that the two of you can meet, can you deliberate on this issue? And from there, I think the Assembly will not have any problem with you people.
Very good.
Thank you.
Done. We've agreed. My friend, let's conclude. We've agreed the meeting is going to be between the executive and the board. So will you allow us now? No, I'm not allowing now, because we are going to have another meeting and you are going to be there. So no, let me not allow. We will spend a lot of time. So let's agree that we will give you a date as soon as possible. We are going to consult and we are going to do a letter.
Remember, we came here when we had an advert which is running, and we all know the laws of recruiting and employment.
So if your chair has spoken, do you really not need to speak also? Because that's why you have a chair there.
Yeah, Chair, and that is why the Chair has requested, because of that need, they will meet as quickly as possible. If they will agree that the advert continues, it will be upon the Governor and the Chair and your team. So I think it has already been answered.
I think the direction is taking, I'm sorry to say, but it's like now we are calling control of budget.
No.
Now, next time,
No.
we are not available.
My friend, forget about the control of budget.
And what are we really going to agree on?
Are you putting a reverse gear or?
No, we want TOR of that meeting.
Sorry?
TOR, terms of reference.
So
Through the chair, please, before you conclude.
Yes, please.
Thank you. There's something Senator Joyce has said, that we agree, and if we find it is necessary for the committee to come, we invite them. Not you telling us you want to come. So we agree, and we know how we agree. Yeah, as long as we are ready to be listened, we are also ready to listen. And we will communicate to this committee if we need you to
Through the Chair, I think we've agreed that we all need help, and that's why we are here today. If you are able to sort our issues, we could have done them at Meru.
Madam, please. Madam Vice Chair, let us not go there. Madam Chair, do you have approved HR manual? You don't have, right? You don't have. Yeah, but the draft, but you don't have approved. I'm saying, we don't have approved.
It's only the department of health.
Yes, that's why I'm saying, because of those things being finalized, right? That is why you need to sit together and even have the health one.
But not forced to sit together. And in the sitting, you
Chair.
follow the law.
My brother, what I've noticed,
let me say this,
Vice Chair, please. The chair is engaging reverse gear.
Yeah, because
they are consulting, and I thought we are concluding this meeting. Chair, you are the chair. Can you conclude the meeting? Because if you allow consultation again, we are now going backwards.
Maybe Chair, to ride on what Honorable Shemba said, I would want to request Chair.
I'm reading something between the lines, because the moment I hear, we want to already, you are head of an oversight committee, and then you are trying to remove another body to come and tell us what.
Through the Chair, that was just a suggestion. I'm also reading something that maybe they want to push the agenda and employ minors accepting, because there are issues that need to be addressed by both of us.
I thought, Chair, we were almost coming to an end of this meeting. And we were working so well. We had moved so well. And I would still want to persuade us that please, these offices are temporary. Can we really work out things smart? Bearing in mind, we are all coming from Meru County. Whatever the employment is going to be done is going to be 3/4 for the people of Meru County, that is the youth of the Meru County. And now, because we have the governor and you have your team, can we work together and make sure that at least.
If the governor called us tomorrow in the morning.
Allow me the member.
Tomorrow in the morning.
You will pick, when you want to speak, please speak through the chair. My friend.
Thank you, Chair.
We've been doing very well.
Mine is very brief.
Yes.
I don't see the reason as to why we should come. Actually, these things could have been sorted out from where we sit. The governor has not requested before for us to see. And because she has not done that, I believe it is the right thing. You cannot, when you are in disagreement with your wife, or you cannot call people from outside when you haven't sat, when you haven't sat down yourself. So my request is, let us go and sit together. If we do not agree now, we can maybe go out for help. But so far, there is no evidence that we have sat down to try to resolve this. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, so what we are going to do is this. Okay, so.
Thank you very much, Chair and honorable members. and mine is just a simple thing. We all agree on having this matter sorted out amicably without any conflict or anything. And as we meet, we should have that established. We should have an established staffing need in Meru. Also audit the current staffing, as the deputy chair said, and also approve the current staffing needs, because if they are, we need to approve them.
Those are some of the details now. Let me say this, Chair. You are going astray.
Okay.
Allow first the meeting to take place. Once you have the meeting, as of now, because you will agree on the date that you are going to meet, you will put down your request. They will also put down their request. You come out to the table. If you agree, well and good. If you not agree, well and good. You get? But if you are going to raise them right now, of course you are telling them not to meet you guys.
Thank you.
Through the chair, the last one, Chair.
Yes.
This one is just seeking for your guidance. The issue of employment has brought me to Senate, and I've been impeached for the same. And I don't want a repeat of the same again, because all the issues revolving around, well, at the end of the day, the government is questionable about the same issues. That was part of the impeachment motion that was brought here by the Assembly, that I have over employed people.
Thank you.
That's why we are here.
Sawa.
We need your guidance, we need your help.
What we are going to do is this. Now, let me make some rulings. The chair board has agreed we do these things as quickly as possible. You've also said the same. We are going to sit today after you leave us. We will discuss this matter and write to you. We are going to ask you to either come here or we come there. We are going to make that decision. One, the date and where we are going to hold this meeting. We are going to hold this meeting most probably in either Meru or here. So let me say thank you very much for coming. And we are basically, what we are trying to do is, we don't have any interest. What we are trying to do is to help the people of Meru. And the people of Meru comes first. And this committee, we can ask anybody to come before this committee. We are not requesting. We can call you, come. If you don't come, there is a fine of 500,000 shillings. So don't think that you are going to invite us. No, you're not inviting us. We are inviting you to come before the Senate. So because you've agreed that this is supposed to be done as quickly as possible, and I really appreciate what the board has done. You've written many letters to the committee secretary. Some he has responded, some he has not. So all those things, once we meet and sit, we can harmonize. Please, on behalf of the people of Meru, let us have a harmonized agreement that can help the health sector and the ECDs, which are now understaffed. So having said that, if you have final comments from our members, please.
Thank you, Chair. I really thank the board and thank the County Assembly and the executive for coming for this meeting today. Finally, I would only plead with them, please, peace, please. We need peace for Meru, peace, so that you deliver services to Meru people. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Proceed.
Yeah, I think we have agreed we need to do consensus. We must bring this matter to a very conclusive end for the betterment of Meru people. We are working for Meru people. We are not working for any individual. I think I like the way the Vice Chair and everybody else has just said that we are holding these positions on behalf of the taxpayers. So let's not bring out of issues, politics and all these things. Let's be sober, let's sit down and make sure that we work for the Meru people.
Thank you very much, Madam Vice Chair.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. I know we have had a number of deliberations, despite the fact that there are a number of questions which was not answered based on the questions we were supposed to respond to. I hope it's in the document, especially the number of the percentage of the PWDs, the gender issue, the issues of procurement, whether they are also compliant. There are a series of questions that was left hanging. I don't know whether the document is there, or I don't know whether it has answered a number of questions that are not answered because of a lengthy discussion that we've had. But I want to say that just as it has been said by my colleagues, let's embrace peace, let's work together. Let's work together, because at the end of the day, what we need is to see Meru County working like any other county within this country. We need to see peace. We need not to be seen in news every now and then with a lot of issues that are conflicting. What we want to see is a developing county, a county that is united, and we leave our differences aside. That is my humble request, that let's unite. Otherwise, Chair, I must thank you for conducting this meeting. It's also unfortunate again that we could not have the Honorable Senator, and who happens to be the Deputy Speaker of our Senate. I know he must be committed here and there, but he was supposed to be here also to be able to listen to the issues that are affecting the county. Otherwise, in terms of differences, you are not the first one. We've had a number of counties that have been having a lot of differences, even with their senators. Sometimes when they come to this committee with a lot of fireworks, but at the end of the day, they unite and they work together. So we wish you all the best, Your Excellency the Governor. Cool down, embrace everyone. As a mother, I know things will change, and we will see a wonderful county. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honourable Chair, you have anything to say? Your final comments?
Well, I don't have much more to say than what you say, but moving forward, we need to think more about the people than the ego that people carry. All of us carry some ego of some sort. We should think of the people that are missing those critical services we have been singing about here. And people should not turn back to that kind of situation just because the boat, we don't talk with the boat are leaving soon. Those are the comments we hear. That's why you find that whatever we may be hearing here may not be sincere. And that's why I backtracked what I had said, because I had a comment, true comment, that tells you exactly what is going to happen.
So, thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you very much. Madam Governor, your final comments, please.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Senators. I want to thank everyone. Meru is bigger than any of us, and it's my prayer that we come to a conclusion that will not damage Meru County, a conclusion that will see Meru grow upwards. It is my prayer that the position that we are given and mandated by the people of Meru is for a short period. It's for a short duration. My humble request, ile kujipiga kifua ama nini tuweke chini, then we serve the people of Meru. And that's how we'll be blessed.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So let me also thank each and every one of you who have come here today, the team of the Governor, the Deputy Speaker's team, and also the Chair. I really appreciate your comments and everything you've said. I've looked at the report, both 3 reports, and what I've realized is, yes, you need more people in Meru. That is facts. Number 2, you need money for those people to be employed. And these are the things now you can harmonize. I know this case has gone to court also. And even courts, you go to, there is a mediation team. Now you'll be told, please, can you mediate first? That is what courts do. What we are doing here today is we are trying to mediate between the 2 parties. And this is a unique case. Because in some instances, if you see, the governors are blamed everywhere because of employment. And these governors work very well with their boards, most of them. And in some instances, the governor tells, they get help from the board. Sometimes they want to employ this and these people, 5, 6, 10, and they do that. And you can sit and harmonize, agree on the way forward. So let me say, as I said earlier, we are going to do a letter. We are going to discuss amongst ourselves in the next few minutes and come up with a solution. But what I would ask before you guys leave, I want, well, we can excuse other people, but I want to Governor and the chair to remain behind for a few minutes, and then we have a conclusion on this matter. Asanteni sana, we have tea. Madam Governor, if you want.
Hii ni Meru TV.